Hey, what's up everybody? I'm going to be editing some video and we're going to watch Sonic... Wait, what's the camera? Sonic Adventure movie is going to play in the other smaller screen. You're not going to see my face today. Let's just get that set up and going. How does that look? So if I do this, I hit play here, I move the window here. There we go. So I've been watching Sonic Adventure full movie. Bring this back over to this side. And then I can just clean this window up a little bit. Like that. Like that. There we go. Just cleaning things up a little bit. We'll make that bigger. You guys can watch along with me what I am watching while I'm doing this photo editing. I was just editing photos, and I figured it would be nice to just show what I'm working on. So we took this out at 6 a.m. this morning. Make sure I'm not muted, by the way. Hello, Maxie. Yeah, I'm not muted. So I've got a lot of different images to combine together.
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to
Sonic. Where's my glove? I lost my glove. What's up, Choppus?
Sonic!
I lost my glove and my pen. Here's my pen. Here's my glove. You know what they say, no glove, can't use your Cintiq.
Sure hope he's alright. The tornado's not powerful enough.
Seriously, where is it? I just had it.
If I'm gonna get that egg
Oh, it's in my pocket.
I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work.
Alright guys, I painted up my Cyclone last night so I could do this photo. But what I want to do is be able to move this elsewhere in the scene. So, like, cut it out of this separate pass.
Wow, there's
Probably
a Chaos
nice.
Emerald.
Composition wise, I kind of wanted it up here, but the way the lighting is, it's... Well, that could work actually.
Oops.
Put that up here for now. Oh, actually, no, I've got a photo of Coco over here that I would like to have in here. So I'm going to move it back to its original position. And maybe just pull it this way a little bit. What's up, boy Rad? See ya? Doing some photo editing today.
You found the rhythm badge. To do continuous tail attacks, hold the action button down.
So I took a bunch of different passes because I wasn't going to be able to set all this up at once. So I'm going to be photoshopping the different positions of the characters. Let's work on Amy now. We're just blocking it out, getting things into the right positions. I haven't decided if I want Knuckles up here in the sky or if I want him down on the ground, so I gave both options. There's the Coco in the background.
I'm never to forget it.
Here's Sonic. I have two different poses that I chose.
The servers are the 7 chaos.
I'm going to put Big somewhere in the scene, I think. The little Easter egg. Big could go up there too, but I've also put Coco up there, so we'll see how that works. Alright, let's see what I chose of Amy. So I've got these two shots of Amy. I kind of like the bigger one, but I like that this one is looking less up her dress, so I'm going to choose this one, and hopefully it is a good selection.
Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before.
I might Super Dark Shadow. So here's raw editing. I want to let me move it to the other screen. Really? There we go. Yeah, so I put Amy up in the corner up here where I'm just holding her with a stick, as you can see. I'm going to say apply previous settings. So these are the settings that I set in the raw editing for the original image. So it should have all the same kind of editing to it. And I think that looks good on her if we zoom in. Pretty sharp, not too blurry. These highlights are pretty hot, but it was just so bright when we did it. Here's the original as far as the highlights go. This is the best I can do because this is just pure white all along any of here. Would any of the parts for the bigger scale figures go up for sale? Yeah, I was doing custom orders. I just sold a Black Doom kit. Cyclone, I also sold one, but the Cyclone's joints are so bad.
This new plane should work a lot better. I've ironed out most
Yeah, so I won't be selling Squid. I mean, I guess I put Squid up for like $2,000 or something for a kit, just because I don't want to print all those pieces again. I put it for $2,000, hoping that nobody will ever buy it, you know? Alright, so now we're going to go in and we're going to isolate Amy from this image. Oh yeah? I actually use a dragon frame. Nice stop motions. I hear good things about Stop Motion Studio. You'll also see that I'm using the movie hammer for this Amy. And just because I wanted to put, my custom hammer in here, but it doesn't fit in the hands of the non-movie Amy, right? So I just had to put sticky tack to hold it, which means I now need to go in and remove that. What's up, YBZ? Good to have you here. Yeah, so for anybody who came later and didn't hear, Bailey and I got up at like 5:30 to go to a hill nearby that only opens at 6, so that we could be right at this lake at sunrise. It was beautiful. And we set up this shot with Squid. I'll zoom out in a second. So, here's the shot we're editing right now. I painted up Cyclone last night to try to get it done for this morning. What's up, Malamations? Oh yeah, this thing was so hard to carry. I was hiking with the whole Squid. I didn't take Squid apart because I wanted to put it in a cart, but then the cart was shaking too much. It was like shaking Squid apart. So I had to go and like just hold the whole thing. It's only 13 pounds, but when you have to hold it like out in front of you, it's the leverage of 13 pounds on your arms fully outstretched, and then hiking up a big hill in order to do this was so hard. I think Sonic X Shadow is my favorite Super Dark Shadow. What's up, Pro Tyler? Yeah, my wife and I used to do a lot of toy photography. We even went to Japan twice in 1 year to do toy photography in all the real-life versions of Pokemon cities. And we were hiking through all kinds of crazy places in Japan. I was taking trains 3 hours out to go to like random places where tourists just don't visit. Like for Pewter City, I had to go all the way to Minato, which was a long train ride there and back from Tokyo, where we were staying.
Location unknown. This presents a problem.
Yeah, so anyway, for those of you who just arrived, I decided I was doing this work on the computer anyway. I figured it's kind of interesting, kind of something different from what you usually see me do, which is photo editing. And so I figured I might as well stream it. Show you guys the process of how I make my toy photo images. This one is going to be especially heavy in editing because I photographed all of them separately, and you can see I'm cutting them out now to try to put them all together into one scene, because it was not going to be feasible to set all these guys up before the sun came up. So I had to just get like the perfect shot of Squid and then just try to get shots of everybody else individually. And by putting them in generally the right spot, it gets the lighting basically right. So it should be easy to comp them all together.
I'm sorry. I see you must not be one of them, huh?
Favorite Sonic character? I would say Chaos, or maybe Big.
Did you notice the presence guarding these children? He's a very loving and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue seeing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home. It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
What? I'm back in front of the altar. This is beginning to blow my mind. Wait a minute, I remember. The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong.
Yes, maybe Shadow did let him. Yeah, because Sonic was able to hold his own pretty well in the movie, while Shadow had the super status. Malamations is working on animations. Mala-animations.
I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey. Look. It's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be. But I don't know where that ship is.
Alright, so you can see that I've now cut Amy out, and she fits into the scene pretty well, but one thing I like to do is click on my mouse and turn up the feathering just slightly. So here's what it is when it's not slightly. You can see it like really blurs the edges a lot. So by coming in, just doing it like by 2 or 3, just soften the edge around what I've got here, and sometimes I can go in with just not even the selection tools, but just the black and white. So if I do white at 100%, it is at 100%. See, I'm bringing in the other parts of the image. I can do the same but opposite. Take stuff away. Yeah, stop motion is a beast. Takes a lot of patience, a lot of time. I have plenty of patience, but it really took a lot out of me to build that video for the channel while not doing other things that I needed to do. It may not be feasible to do a lot of stop motion on this channel, unfortunately.
Hey, what's happening here? Stop!
Sonic, help me!
Shoot! I've lost her again!
Okay, so there's Amy. We got Tails, he's going to be shooting. Amy's going to have her cards around her. That should look really cool. Sonic's going to be running from the bottom. see. And Knuckles is either going to be jumping from the top or coming from beneath. What do you guys think looks cooler? Actually, the one from beneath, that'll be about right here. Well, I'll bring in both and see what they look like. This one, I will just hide it all, and with the brush tool go in and bring him back in, just with a rough draw out right here. It's a lot of nice looking blue, actually. I'm considering replacing all the background with this brighter blue. That's beautiful. Maybe I'll make a mask and just make everything more blue. Because this is kind of blown out here. I should really consider replacing just the water with more blue. Let's see if that works with all the lighting here. Alright, so Knuckles could either be hanging out right here, like jumping up. Or Knuckles could be down here running towards Squid. Thank you, YBZ. Yeah, I think so too, Dala. I think I like that the best. But just to see, I'm going to show you guys what it is. Knuckles down here. So composition-wise, because Sonic is going to be pretty small down here, like smaller than Amy, and then Tails is kind of the same size as Amy. I might want to scale Tails up, actually. Where's... I'm going to keep the original here. We'll keep the copy showing, and then... something like that. The Tails is coming off from the side. Just trying to think of the right composition for this scene. Yes, and that's one of the great things about this is, yes, I can scale like the Knuckles in the background. It's such a high resolution shot. I can totally do that. Yeah, so then he's more prominent in the scene. Good call. Let's try putting in Sonic, and then we'll really start to know our composition. Oh, I also have Coco. I could put some Coco in the background. Well, next custom that I start, that I haven't started yet, I want to make Tikal. I think I'm going to make Tikal pretty soon. I already made Tikal's feet. I've been wanting to make Tikal for a long time. I made Tikal's feet like a year ago. So I've got these two options here, guys. The two slightly different angles of Sonic. I have to check them both because one might be blurry from motion blur of my hand. Like this one is kind of blurry, but it's kind of okay because he's running. But let's see if the other one is clear. If the other one's clear, I'm just going to go with that. Oh yeah, that is clearer, so I'm going to be going with this. Even though I kind of liked it, seeing his pose a little bit different. I think I'm going to have to go with this one. Oh, but I forgot to apply the settings, so one moment. Put that in. Say apply previous settings. Oh. So let me say load settings. Go. Now we have this layer with Sonic. And again, I'm just gonna fill in the mask with black. And bring Sonic back in just for composition's sake. Just so we can see him there. Now you can start to see the scene coming together, right? And I can move Sonic too. I could move him like that, and he'll have a trail behind him. And let's hide the Knuckles on the ground. I think I do like Knuckles in the air. But I think I want Sonic to be bigger because he's closer to the camera.
So good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this.
Maybe he is smaller actually and just kind of closer to him. Thank you, Pink GameCube. Somebody asked me about what camera I use, but I don't see that anymore. Oh, there we go. Oirad asked. What cameras do I use? It's my wife's camera. It's very old. It's at least 15 years old. It still does the job. It's a Canon 5D EOS, I believe. Chu, if you're listening, tell me if I'm wrong. Man, I feel like I really want to kick down some of the highlight on Sonic's head, but the information just isn't in the image just because, yeah, see, highlights are already all the way down here. Yeah, it's just pure white in that shot. It's a little overexposed, but we couldn't get like the darker colors without exposing more. There's one thing that we did here because we were shooting against the sunrise. We had a big old piece of foam board to bounce the light back from the sun onto the figures. Let's put the cocoa in. So are these guys, they're kind of blurry. Let me see if the other shot is better. I think they're less blurry here. How do they look without highlights? That could be good. Let's see. So
Alrighty, we're in.
do the same thing where we... Oh, we're not going to do the same thing yet. We're going to do a difference mode because the camera got knocked multiple times during this shoot. So a lot of the images aren't in the right spot. So in Photoshop, if you... Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing custom BioLizard eventually. Maybe I'll do a regular size, like a small version, before I do a full size one.
No time to go.
Okay, so kind of to talk about what I'm doing here is difference will show what, like if they're exactly the same pixels, it'll turn totally black. So because the camera moved, I'm using this to kind of line up everything that I see. Looks like this is the closest I'm gonna get. That's fine, so I'm gonna put it back to normal. And then I'm gonna hide everything, and then bring them back.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, see
Change shape.
how the lighting is totally different? It's because the sun rose throughout that hour or so that we were working on this.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
See, I can bring as much of this in as I can, but we now need to make the lighting of this match the colors. Oh yeah, I gotta make Sage, of course. I already made the head. I'm gonna go back in here and I'm going to tell it, hey, don't worry about pulling down the highlights so much. Go ahead and put the highlights back. We're gonna give it a warmer tint because the original image has a lot more warmth to it. Look at that. It's looking a little bit better, but there's a sun flare over everything, right? So what I'm going to do is just erase everything except for the characters. Yeah, I was originally gonna try to make it so that Squid was actually floating. I'm gonna be trying to put that purple trail underneath.
Be of use to me.
So hopefully that will help sell it as it's, doing something other than just laying there,
You will get a new assignment. This one's easy. Go to the room through that last door. Once there, you'll find a girl and a bird. Just get me that bird.
Hey, what's up, Freddy and friends? I was trying to see if you were in the chat the other day. When's your birthday? I was wondering if you want to go see Minecraft movie.
Is this the one?
If you haven't already. Or if you wanted to see it again. I know it's coming up. I think it's the 20-something. Maybe the 13th, something in the teens. Oh, it was 3 days ago? I'm sorry. It was that early?
Beta?
I thought it was like in the middle of the month. Sorry. Well, let me know if you want to see it again. Yeah, Malamations just had a birthday.
This is the wrong room.
Now, calm down.
Alright, so it looks really janky down here where I've been cutting this out, but hear me out. I have a plan of what I'm going to do.
What do you want?
Give me the bird.
No way!
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
I said no!
Why not?
I don't need to tell you anything. You tell me why you want it now.
Does not compute.
When will I take you to the theater? Well, you are not my nephew.
I know you might hurt us both. Please, Mr.
We're kind of watching something together right now because I got this Sonic Adventure full movie video up.
Help us, please?
Does not compute. Why try to save that which is useless to you? Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings. Wait, Birdie! Come back here!
Yeah, I was saying I don't know anything about Minecraft, but from an outsider perspective, it looks like they what's the word? They translated it into those more photoreal elements in a good way.
Well, what?
I think they made good design choices.
You sure?
It's dangerous here. Hurry, we'll be at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You truly are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
You're not going to escape from here. Let's see if you can clear this awesome game.
Keep trying until you get the high score. Good luck.
Thank you for being honored at that idea, Malamations. Alright, so now you guys can see that it looks like they're kind of floating on these rocks here now. Because I've just straight up cut them out entirely. What I'm going to do now is, like, I like how they look, you know, kind of up on the top. It looks like they blend well there. But now I need to go in and, first of all, I'm going to back up this shape by creating a new layer, just filling it with this mask, just so I have it. Then I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to start reintroducing the shadows here very, very lightly. So I'm going to take my brush tool and make it like 30% and start showing what was in there again. And now we have the shadows of these. Now these should end up looking more grounded. Bring in those shadows just ever so gently. Unfortunately, it's bringing in the sticky tack. You can actually see the shadows are kind of going the wrong way. Let me put this to 100%. Look at these shadows. They're going this direction, but the sun is clearly making shadows... Oh no, it's in the same direction, so that works. I was thinking because the sun moved higher in the sky. I was wondering if that was why. And now I've made too much of these shadows here. Or maybe not. Let's zoom out and see. Yeah, it definitely looks like I photoshopped something in here, so we're going to go back in with the black to remove from the mask. Just slowly pull that away until everything looks like it's done a good job of... Yeah, look at that. Two totally different lighting because it was like an hour apart. But I was able to blend them together by cutting these out in smart ways. Wait, are you serious, Freddy? I have to look that up. Are you saying the Minecraft movie takes place in our city? Oh, Bailey corrected me. It's the 7D, not the 5D. The camera model. What city does Minecraft take place in? A Minecraft movie. So I assume they come from our city? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Chugless. Oh, it's a fictional town in Idaho. Same state. A fictional place in Idaho called Chugless. Yeah, true, Fresh Bonbon. What did Squid ever do to anybody? Oh, actually, if you get too close, it starts shooting at you. They still stand out a little bit too much, so one quick trick that I do sometimes, look at that. Look how much, oh, but it doesn't look, see, I just put them to 70% opacity. but that's bad. You don't want to do that. So what I need to do is put a filter on this. Let's save this, by the way. Let's always save our files. Sonic.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with me.
Squid. Squid. And eventually, when I'm finished with the image, I'll go in and clean up all these little blue text spots here. Okay, but since this is so blown out with like this bright colors, we want to add a filter to this. Let's go ahead and try...
Gee, what was that?
Maybe
I wonder if I'm dreaming.
maybe a color lookup, and I'll put like a sepia on it.
I need to get
I'll make sure that it only affects the layer beneath it. Try to find like a amber fall colors. Fall colors kind of helps. Like if I put this now to like a 5, does this help it blend more?
Wow.
It's kind of too red. I'm gonna need more control than just a color
Is it
lookup.
all right for me to be here? So do you trust me? So these are the 7 emeralds.
Maybe selective color. Let's look at our yellows. No, everything but the yellows we want to kind of turn down. So the greens will turn more yellow.
Could it be? The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller.
Not doing
The
much.
7 Chaos,
Oh, because probably there's not a lot of greens.
the controller itself.
Turn the cyans more toward yellow.
Could this be the emerald that
Blues more towards yellow. There's not a lot of other colors other than yellow. So if I go to yellows and turn it more yellow, yeah, then we're starting to see that. We'll turn up some magenta in it as well. Turn up the black, or turn down the black. Oh yeah, that's blending it way better. See the difference? It's best if I zoom out. If you look at the Cocos, here's before, and here's after. Before, after. I'm really just taking, raising the color of the blacks and adding more yellow tint to it. A little bit more magenta to make it kind of more orange. Turn down cyan.
Hey, what happened here?
I couldn't
Yeah,
stop
turning
them.
down the cyan helps.
They came, and my father.
Yeah, look at the difference. That's night and day. This already kind of looked good, but a little bit out of place. Now this really blends it more into the scene where the light of the sunrise is kind of blowing it out. Pretty happy with that.
Look, it's the emerald.
Okay, I think we're done with Coco for now. Let's see if there's any smart places we can put big.
Is this a dream? It's more like
Well, you know what? I've decided that I like Knuckles up here instead of on the ground, so I'm going to clean up his mask.
Is that it?
It might be, but let's check out the bridge.
You can see I'm using the Sonic Adventure upgrades just because I wanted to put them in here.
Amy?
Eggman, no!
You can't get away this easily.
You can see this pole here
Too late.
needs to be removed because I just sticky tacked it to a pole and put it up there just because I knew I was going to move stuff around and want to mess with different things. I just kind of haphazardly put them in the air and said I'll figure it out later.
I don't need you when I've got this. Be gone, all of
Yeah, I think so. And he's gonna have the red trail, and Sonic's gonna have the blue trail. And then let me zoom out while I talk about this. So
Is your wish, Master Robotnik?
Knuckles, he's gonna have a trail going like this. Some kind of like coming up from behind Squid with all the, you know, like the electricity and everything.
Those of these annoying pets. Give 'em all you got.
Something like that. That'll be really cool.
Aye, sir.
And then Sonic
And don't disappoint me.
will have blue. Blue trail behind him. That. Or maybe I might flip him and make him like... No, for composition, I do like that he's coming from off this way.
Please stop.
Then the Squid, I think I'm going to give him the purple trail. That might take some 3D work, but, you know, purple trail coming this way.
Stop, Mr. Robot.
Cool. And then Amy is going to have her tarot cards all around her. You know, when she jumps in Frontiers, she has like that card effect. And do something like that where there's all those magical effects around her while she's jumping.
Step aside, Amy.
And
Out of my way.
maybe she'll have a trail going up like this.
He helped me before by letting me escape.
And Tails, he's going to be firing his
You
cannon.
don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy.
Something like that. Maybe this cannon is shooting
I
too.
guess I'll let him go then.
But I don't want to cover the Coco. So yeah, composition wise,
The A carrier
That's-
is losing altitude.
that's kind of what I plan to do. You know, fire coming out of
Out of time.
his exhaust. When he's floating, do these do this?
I'll
I hope they do, because I think this will be good for composition, and also like to somebody who doesn't know he's hovering, it's like, oh, why is he just standing in the air? That'll help show
Save me
to
from
the uninitiated
my hero.
what's actually happening. What's up, Calyx Fire? Welcome, Daisy Garcia.
Who are you, my metal
What up,
friend?
Ken de
It's
Guzman?
dangerous here.
The Guzman.
Why not leave Eggman and come with us?
Why do you help me?
Doing some photo editing of a photo that I took today.
Be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must
We could put Big somewhere,
Amy, come on.
because I did photograph Big. Let's see where he could go. Oh, I photographed him up here. Maybe this will work. Maybe he could be up there with the Coco. Oh, he's standing exactly where the Coco are, though. Let's see.
Froggy? I don't
Hey,
like the
perfect
looks of this
timing.
place.
Big showed up in the video. Yeah, Big is standing exactly where they are.
Point to my rescue and you. I don't know who would bother to save us both.
Put him in the rocks, yeah. Yeah,
We
so
better get going,
just a quick
buddy.
mask of where we could put Big. This picture is probably unusable anywhere except here, because he's already just so blown out. Like, I could just move him over here, maybe. He could just be real small. Let me flip this.
So, I see you're trying to escape.
He could just be standing right there.
Chaos, grab him.
I'm not going to use that image, though. Oops, what happened?
The Chaos Emerald.
I have this other one where he's not so blown out that I can cut out. Is this one blurred? No, this is good. I can take this guy. Zoom in.
All right, and now for the frog.
And oh, he's got
The frog.
some sun flares on him though. That might be tough.
Once you get your tail,
See what happens.
complete and ultra strong.
Grab all of him. Alright, so I got that basic mask. We'll just start with that. So if I zoom in, I'm going to clean up this mask a little bit.
Unbelievable! Look what happened! Chaos has transformed again!
Huh?
Uh-oh. Gotta go!
Froggy? I'll save you. Don't worry, Pally.
So, he's your friend, eh? No sweat. I'll get him back. Watch me.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
You won't get away with this, you madman!
I will. You know
Yeah, just an average day for Big.
No, he's not.
He's just fishing,
Okay, Chaos.
seeing everybody fighting.
Them all immediately.
Yeah, this isn't the greatest masking job, but he's going to be so small it's not going to matter.
No way.
But I will still give a feather of a couple. Now we can place him somewhere. Let's see, composition-wise, what are we looking at? There's already stuff going up here. These guys look too in focus now. I might have to blur them a little bit. In fact, they're bugging me a little bit, so I am going to add that blur filter. It's supposed to be a live object, so... Oh, here it is. Blur them by a couple. I feel like the mask is looking a little weird here. I just feel like they're still too prominent. I think maybe I need to do more with this selective colors. Magenta, a bit more yellow.
Better get going!
Almost like the whole thing.
No way.
New layer above it. I can just take some of that color
I finally found all of the missing emerald pieces, but
and just fill
I still
over
can't find that
everything.
creepy monster. Huh? What's
Then
that?
maybe do a color blending mode. Take the opacity down. Not really working either. Ooh, what was that? Lighter color. Screen was actually pretty good for this. Yeah, look at that. That ties it in much better. Coco
Sonic!
screen. That's what I'll call it.
Hey there, Knuckles!
Yeah, because before they were still sticking out too much.
Lost or something.
Yeah, watch this before or after. Yeah, look at that. This is what it was before. And look how adding that color in just really helped it kind of blend in with that
Sonic handled it.
oversaturated look.
He'll do okay.
Now, I might change that. All these layers are still editable,
Angel,
so I might change the mix and
the
see.
Master Emerald. No,
What's up, Shadow Dark Snack?
I guess he didn't get enough the first time. You can't stop me from restoring the Master Emerald.
Check my phone real quick. Alright. So let's go ahead and hide this composition layer and let's go back to working on fixing up the mask for Knuckles. In fact, that's just a good enough start. Oh, why does it already have a mask? What is this? Oh yeah, because I already made that. So I'm gonna do Control Shift I, and then blow out the rest of it. Awesome, Super Dark Shadow. Thank you. Welcome back. We appreciate you being here.
Is that all you've got? Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island.
It's funny how each time I work on a character, that character's doing something on screen. Video that's off to the side.
What? Hey, maybe we could use this. But I don't know the first thing about it. Oh well, I'll give it a try anyway.
Big.
I hate Eggman. Where's this?
These edges just a little. Alright, so he is going to need a little bit of blurring though. Blur, Gaussian blur.
I think it's trying to show me something.
Couple. And we'll do a little bit of feathering here. Just so he's not perfectly in focus, because he wouldn't be if this was real. I feel like he's too bright on the front, so I'm going to go into the original image, the raw editing, and I'm going to take down the shadows a little bit. Yeah, just so he's a little bit darker, because he is
What's this?
he is on the back side of
A mural.
facing away from the sunrise, so we need to make him a little bit darker. Let's go back to Big. Where did we decide we want to put Big?
What's this place? Where am I? This is
Should be
really
over.
weird.
It should be over by some water. If I put him here, the original lighting in the shot just has too much. Oh, what's going on? Why can I not scale? Yeah, if I were just put him there, it kind of messes with
Why?
the composition, and the lighting isn't quite right.
Have to happen.
I think it's funny if I put him over here.
It's terrible. I must stop this now.
He's like maybe he's like not even looking at the battle. I kind of wish I got a shot from behind, so he could be just facing away fishing. Unfortunately, I did not. And we can do a few things like bringing the levels down. Yeah, he's like, what's happening?
Enemy. Master registration deleted. E-series.
Levels.
Friends. Must save.
good actually. I'm gonna do filter, blur, Gaussian. I feel like 4. I want to match. I want to match the blurriness of that section. Oh, but he's actually. He shouldn't actually be that blurry. Be like a 2. No. 1. I guess he already kind of started blurry. Do like a 1 pixel blur. And look, this is cute. Froggy's just looking directly at the camera. I think that's pretty cute, actually. Just having him. I do just wish I had him facing away, unfortunately. I don't. I'm gonna do another one of those brushes where I take the color of the light around him, something like that. I'll paint over it. Oh, you know what? A better way to do this would be color overlay.
E-103 Delta, rescue complete.
And for the color selection, I'll choose something like this.
What was that all about?
And I'll make
I don't
it
think
a
I'm dreaming here.
square.
Hmm?
And turn it way down. I just have a little bit of this layer. So here's 0%.
What's he doing here?
I'll bump it up to maybe this much. That way he's receiving kind of those sun rays and the lens flares that are already there. All right. The same thing's happening with Knuckles that I just was talking about with Big. Is see how he doesn't look like he's in the shot, like he wasn't there? He's too dark compared to the rest of the scene. Well, we have a lot of overblowing from the light here. So let's go to.
Hold it right there, Eggman.
There's Knuckles in the air. Do the same thing with the color overlay. Oh yeah, so watch. This is too much, obviously. You can start dialing it back. Now we start to get right to something good. Here's original. That's really dark, remember? Bring this in. Look at that. He looks more like he's part of the scene. Dig it. Yeah, it's because like a lot of this area is so overblown. Which I might be screwing. I might need to adjust all of this if I replace the water. But I don't know. I kind of like it, even though technically you shouldn't have it so overexposed. It was sunrise when I took the first shot, the main shot that we're building all of this off of. It was pretty early, so it was like the light was just coming all right into the camera. Pretty hard. Take a look at Sonic. Just go in and paint black on the mask. I don't want to get rid of those nice, what do you call them? Those highlights on the fingers. Really cool. I'm just going around and just erasing a lot of the background.
It's no use. Give up. See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
And I'm going to go in and do all the edges that actually connect to the character.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. a load of this.
Friday's video picked up a lot.
It's no use.
It was always getting good engagement. Like the amount of time people watched it. But the click-through rate was really bad until today. So I'm pleased to say the click-through rate still isn't good, but it's been getting a lot more traction. If you haven't seen it, I went and ranked all of my customs. This is the first part of a two-part video just because it was too long to rate all of them. So the second half is coming out as soon as I finish that video.
Ah, he's not gonna get away with this. It's no use. Give up. No way. I can't believe this.
Watch out! He's up to something.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
What's happening here? Oh, it's just weird. It's like the way his arm was angled just happened to make it like a really thin tan part right
I
here.
wonder what happened to Sonic.
I wonder what Sonic is doing. He's always rescuing me, it seems. I should be more independent. You know, you sure surprised me by having a Chaos Emerald with you. No wonder they were after you, my feathered friend. Hey, a pendant! Wow! So I'll help you find your family. Does Eggman have them captive now? I bet he does. So I'll help you find your family. I've come this far. I may as well go all the way. That robot said Dr. Eggman's base is in the Mystic Ruins. So what do you say we check it out?
Yeah, I'm glad because it was going to be a chore to make, because it was still a hard video to make,
And now my
even though it was just like existing footage that I had already
I will
made of
destroy
things
State
mostly.
Square anyway.
And but it was still a hard video to make, so I was like, oh man, I gotta make the part 2 either way, but if it's not doing well, it's gonna be like not fun to work on. A little slumpy there.
If that missile is launched,
Ready? Fire!
Yes, dramatic. Yeah, what we did was we shot the squid alone, and then we shot every other character separately, so now I'm trying to blend them all together real nicely.
oh no! I'd better get to that missile before he detonates it.
And then we're going to have all kinds of effects. Here's just what I drew out quickly while I was showing people. We're going to have fire effects and tails shooting the plasma cannon, purple trail, card effect on Amy.
I've plotted
Should be
this for
quite an image.
The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic! I've changed a lot since I've started hanging with Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever.
So right now, Sonic doesn't look very
I know
integrated into the scene, so we got to make some changes to make his colors and brightness values really work better with the main shot. The main shot that we did was the squid. Now I need to make everything just kind of match that, because the more time we spent shooting, the more the sun went up in the sky. Thank you, Dramatic. That I had to carry that thing on hiking trails to get to where we got. I had to go like up a hill and then back down to get to this lake. And it was so hard carrying both. You know, we had all of our equipment that Bailey was bringing in a little trolley thing. Then I had to carry Squid through all this rough terrain, trying not to fall. It was like falling apart. It wasn't built to be moved around a lot. So it was quite a process. Like just the shaking. We originally had it in the trolley, and I didn't take it apart. I figured we could set it in the trolley and just bring it. There were so many bumps that it was shaking it apart. Like all the 3D printed parts were snapping, the parts that hold up the structure, because there's just so much weight on the structure there. Because you know, I have these little things. Unfortunately, I have to have these poles in here. I could Photoshop these out, but it would be really hard to Photoshop out these parts. So I'm just gonna leave them be, because it's like that's part of the toy. That's just what it is. But yeah, maybe some of that will get covered by the purple. But yeah, this piece, you might even see the crack. Well, you can't pick it up in this image, but yeah, this totally cracked just from the vibrations of trying to carry it in the trolley. It was nuts.
I will make you all pay for this.
And you guys might keep hearing me yawn. I am so tired. Because we got up at 5:40 to see that. Yeah, to see the sunrise in order to do this shot.
You fool. Away before I
And I was up late the previous night because I was quickly doing a paint job on the Cyclone to try to get it done.
I can do this.
Alright, so Sonic stands out because I don't think he has enough of like the yellow tint of the scene on him. So we're gonna... Well, first of all, I'm gonna click on this, see if there's any spots that I missed. I feel like I did miss a few spots. There. There, a little bit up top.
get a load of it. No way. I can't believe this.
There. There. Oh, and a lot on the shoe that I missed. Whoops.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. No way. I can't believe this. Ah. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. No way. I can't believe this. Ah. Ah. He's not gonna get away with this.
Alright, that should be enough. Alright, so now let's go into this and give it that same treatment of the color overlay.
No way. I can't believe this.
That actually didn't do anything good for him, so I left it at 0. I think I just need to make him darker down here.
I did it all by myself.
Do load settings and make sure that we're starting with what I did for Squid. Yeah, that looks about the same. So I feel like some of the things that stand out here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I made them play Sonic Generations. I think the exposure needs to be down a bit. Let's just see what exposure alone does. Ooh, I think that takes him even further out of the scene. I kind of like the darkness here because it's like he's in shadow. I actually like the darkness, but we now need to pull up the highlights again. Be easy because I already pulled him down. Maybe a little more temperature, make it a little warmer. Yeah, I think that's making him fit in a little better. Okay. The Cocos, I want to bring up that brightness even more. That helps even more. Yeah, I want to bring up the brightness on tails just so we can have a little more saturation. Also, I wasn't very accurate in my colors when I painted him. I went with a grungier, darker look because I really didn't like the shade of blue and yellow that the original has. So I sacrificed some accuracy. First of all, I don't know if I even... Oh, it looks like I did apply that. So like the highlights, keep the highlights there. Bring the shadows up. Just see how this looks. Ooh, no, that's not good. I feel like I can bring up the shadows just a little bit.
E105 Zeta, E101 Beta, location unknown.
Yeah, I think that helped a little.
Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Yeah, helps blend it in a little bit to the scene.
I don't remember.
I feel like I could
this
use some more
bridge.
contrast.
Looks dangerously suspicious.
I like to do just one thing at a time. Ooh. I feel like that helped.
Wanna go?
What do you guys think? Yeah, it feels really flat right here. Then if I do that.
Not you again.
That is better. Now I'm going to do some specific things like taking the blues and adjusting them. Oh, look at this. I'm putting my mouse over this. It thinks it's more orange than blue. What the heck? Blues. Let's do luminance of blues. Yeah, it doesn't think that this is blue at all. That's funny. Sorry, Malamations, I'm staying focused today, but I need to put a day together where I just look at people's art. The problem is I just always have something to do. Yeah, basically I'm falling asleep after I finish this because I'm so tired.
I
Woke
saw
up
no sign of your
too
relatives,
early.
Birdie. Oh, you escaped from the egg carrier.
Here's the other tails that I had
So
in
maybe
here.
your family's still
I think
in
I
there.
like the one that I chose the best. Unfortunately, this windshield's
Let's
just a little
investigate,
blown out.
wanna?
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location.
Alright, I
confirmed.
think...
Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
I think I like how blown out this is. Here's the thing. One of the things that I liked about Knuckles in the Air is take a look at his background. I'm going to bring in some of his background here. So ignore my hand in the shot. Look at that Beautiful blue shade. Oh wait, what was I thinking? Oh, I think it lost some of the blue when I did some of those edits. Yeah, I think I need to just go with that original image, even though technically this is kind of the markings of a bad photograph. Let's see what I can do, because I like how it ties everything together. Like, here's this bright raw light, and then everything is kind of blended in because of it. Let's just see what other ones from early in the day. They're all pretty blown out. You can see throughout the day. Here's all the pictures that we took. You can almost see the sun moving a little bit. They're all pretty blown out, though. This one might be interesting. This might have enough water detail, but also still have enough brightness. Then we could really turn up blues. Not blues, the aquas. Oh, that's the saturation.
Rescue complete. Units remaining.
We'll change these highlights. Somewhat blue. Ooh. Midtones warm. Let's see how this looks. I can Photoshop in some of this new water. This will go below Amy and below Knuckles, so very, very low to the bottom.
Beta.
The group. Now I can go in and just see about putting some of this other water in. Ooh, I like that. It is a beautiful shade of blue that we're getting from this less exposed image. But also, you notice that? See these rocks? So the camera must have moved. Let's go to difference. So difference will show me black where the images are exactly the same. So I want to just show you. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good right there. So I'll put this back to normal. Show just this. Let the mask show everything up here. What is that? Is that my hand? Yeah, it is. Delete this mask. Let's fill this in. Generate. Fill in more water up there. Blue water. Rest trays. Where's rest trays? Okay. Oh, merge groups as well. I'm also going to just fill this in really bright light. I actually want to fill it in with more of this, actually. So I'm just going to take a little bit from right here and just kind of blend it so we still have those bright edges. And just blend it in. Oh no. It hid everything. That's rough. I gotta remember what layers were hidden and which ones not. Ooh, which ones was I editing? I don't remember. I think that was it. Shoot. I think that it was this one. Aiming in the sky. Knuckles in the air. Sonic more back. Cocoa brighter.
Oh no! Are you okay?
We're not using Knuckles on the ground.
You idiot!
Big.
Do this!
I don't know if I like Big in there, composition-wise. I'm going to take him out for now. I just don't think it... I think it takes away from the composition. When you're trying to keep your eye in here. Let me talk a little bit about composition for a minute.
Now you're gonna get it!
One of the things I always like to do is try to, when I'm composing a scene, I try to make it so the eye stays in the frame. You don't want a character like Big was over here looking to the right. Like, that draws your attention out of the screen. You always want somebody's eyes in the screen. So, for instance, let's say the first thing I saw in this was Tails. I see the gun, and there's going to be a little blast going this way, so it draws my eye inward. And then I have all these different avenues that I can go down, and these different paths that'll lead me around looking at different things, right? That's a big, important part of composition, is leading the viewer's eyes to what you want, or in the case where there's a lot of stuff going on, just keeping them looking at everything. So, for instance, I'm just gonna follow what I naturally see in the composition of this image, and I did a lot of very specific things when I placed these to do this. Is I wanted Tails pointing inward, then maybe I'm looking here. There's a nice round curve going this way, and it's kind of pointing inward towards Sonic. And then I specifically made Sonic point. So Sonic is pointing back toward it. And maybe the curve brings me up here. And now my eye comes up here and it's like, there's all this empty space, right? Where is it going to go? It's going to go to the subject that it finds in that empty space. Well, what is that subject doing? He's looking back down. Oh, that draws my eye back down to this. Maybe some more curves here. More empty space. Where's that empty space going to go? Another character right here. Ooh, neat. The cool character. I'm going to follow the hammer. Oh, empty space again. What am I going to find? This. And then the eye just keeps going around looking at all these things in this interesting composition. But you notice none of these lines that I'm drawing, even the Cocoa aren't drawing our eyes because there's very little to draw your eye to the Cocoa. It's not going to be one of the first things you see, and that's why it kind of makes it a cool little background thing. Because it's within the action of the scene, but none of these lines are kind of pointing to it, right? So these are just nice background characters watching everything. Where Big breaks this is you have this whole section that has stuff going on. So you've got positive space and then all this negative space. And that's great for creating a balanced image. The place that I've put Big unbalances this image. Where is he? Not only is he way in the corner of the frame here, he kind of sticks out because he breaks the silhouette of the rocks. And so you do see a little bit because of that. But then furthermore, he's looking outward. So it's like, oh, what is he looking at? Is there something interesting over here that we're not seeing? And then that kind of takes away from the image. So all of these things, all of this was kind of planned. I mean, certain details weren't, but the idea of the shot was planned such that I have very specific cues saying like, this is pointing here, this is pointing here, this is looking down. I even switched. I had Amy's hammer originally going this way, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't want to risk that being something that draws the eye out, so I swapped it to be inward. So I love talking about perspective. I love making shots with good perspective. Super passionate about that, and I think that's why I'm going to be not having Big in here. He's just not working out in the scene, unfortunately. Alright, I think on Sonic we need a little bit more... Oh, I forgot what we were doing. I forgot we were adding in the blue water. So now you see Knuckles might need some color adjustments with this, because we made it fit with the original image. But look at this, I'm getting rid of a lot of that really overblown highlight on screen right. We're gonna see now all of these rocks might not look right in comparison. We're gonna find out. So it's when we start erasing over this, all these rocks might look weird because it's like, hey, these rocks are really kind of overblown, but there's nothing in the background overblowing them. And I think I'm going to make a blend between the two. You're going to see. 'Cause I really do like the blue over here, so I'm going to keep exploring this. Oh, that's interesting. We're getting a little splash right here. When this photo was taken, must have happened to have a splash. It's really kind of fun coloring this in, too. Kind of just discovering new looks to the image as you paint. It's very calming. Cool. See you when you're back, Daisy. We probably need to replace this reflection here. Or it's not reflection, it's just water. So replace this little pool of water here with the new colors that we're doing.
I'll probably be on this floating island forever.
Forgot about the Chaos 7. Perfect Chaos.
Guarding the Master Emerald again. I may not know the whole story behind this, but perhaps it's better that way. I'm at peace once more.
Alright, so that blue looks pretty cool. But now that I've replaced this background, you'll notice all of this area. Ignore the fact that this is bad, because that's
Ooh, I hate that.
that's what I had to add to the Cocos. But I mean, just the backgrounds, they don't match up now.
In my way.
This area right here looks really fake
Foil my master
because it
plan.
used to be really overblown. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to group this.
Chaos!
Excuse me. I'm going to give this another mask. Oops. And I'm going to bring some of that stuff back in.
But Angel Island is still falling.
Welcome back, Daisy.
This doesn't
That was
make
faster than I
sense.
expected. So now, check this out. I'm going to just start removing
Those
parts of what we
chaos
did here.
emeralds that I brought back with me have something to do with what's happening.
So now, the
I'll
blue
take
is
the
only
Sonic
kind of
advice.
taking over on the left side of the screen. I think it looks nice.
Eggman.
Kind of not subtle though, like it's kind of a...
Chaos
Is what?
I don't know if I like this actually. So this absolutely needs to be 100%
Guess Eggman
the original.
learned his lesson. Yep. And maybe I'll take another vacation somewhere.
And maybe if I just do kind of a fade here. But honestly, that begs the
Did you
question,
find the tornado too?
if I just took
Never mind that.
this mask
Angel Island is falling again.
Hey, no
and
way. Who blew it this time?
applied a color change to it
But we
instead,
better hurry.
let's make...
Sonic. Sorry.
Knuckles and Eggman.
color balance maybe?
He stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos is still alive.
What?
Ah, he's not
It
gonna
wouldn't
get
let me
away
edit.
with this.
Hey, Eggman, wait up.
Oh, it is right here.
Sonic,
Alright, so the...
Chaos is a fearsome beast.
we'll hide this now. So I want to bring in some of those blues now.
We're done for.
No
And you
need
can
to
see
explain. We'll get
I
on
have
it.
this mask where
Right.
everything that I did like that was blue is going to be right here. In fact, it shows me that I missed a spot. We're just using this red to really highlight what's going on here.
It's not a dream after all.
Get out of my way!
No way!
Did you hear what I said?
I won't obey!
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power. It's power for the people, and they are your people too, you know. We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy. Once it starts
Okay,
to
so
I
now-
want more.
We're going to stop making it show red.
Do this. I
In fact, we'll make it show more cyan.
I don't
Yeah, look at that. We're actually able to bring more of that cyan look to the original image by just changing the color of things. See what the highlights look like if we do this. Oh, that looks weird. To do cyan anyway. Whoa, that's getting crazy. No, I kind of like those highlights staying warm. My question is, does that look too fake now? like the look of it.
Hey, are you alright?
I think so.
Kind of like what I got going on here with that blue.
Oh my gosh!
But now look at this. The color here, balance of the color is messed up. Yeah, very good call, Ken. Get some shadow in there. Yeah, I just feel like now that I've added all this color, I like the top half of the image, but now I'm like, there's not enough something down at the bottom, and maybe that something is a gradient over everything just for stylistic purposes. Maybe it's a cyan gradient. See, now I'm just playing around and seeing what works. Not exactly sure what I want. So if we had just kind of a
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
gradient like that I then...
You just sort of conked out there. Knuckles left already. Come! We gotta go after the last emerald.
color that I
Lead the
want.
way.
It should still be on board the tornado
Maybe a
too.
screen.
Look, it's the tornado.
Try this
too.
screen.
Yeah. So let's get the chaos.
Then
Emerald.
put it down to like 20%.
What?
40%.
No. He's got the last emerald.
30.
Now
25. Yeah, I kind of like that. It kind of just gives a little hint of balance to this image. Know how to get back those. There we go. I don't know if I like it. Maybe I'll take it down even more. 12%. That's nice. And maybe we can tone down the saturation that's down here. You know, just like an image needs to be balanced with its subjects, you know, the balance of the colors and lighting also need to look good. Yeah, here it is with 50% opacity on that color fix. And I think that's a good middle ground. So it doesn't overpower the saturation of the image, unbalancing it toward the top. Let's get the shadow beneath Sonic that Ken suggested. There's also gonna be, you know, like the blurry lines behind him and stuff. But we'll definitely still need a shadow for sure. Is Sonic.
Looks like he's after chaos
Here.
too.
2. And changes to a multiply layer.
I've had enough. Who do you think you are, anyway? Oh, it's you.
Seems to be
Who sealed chaos in the Master Emerald.
behaving strangely.
Tikal.
Just turn it down and it'll help.
My heart has
These actually need to be harder shadows than I'm doing. Harden our brush a little bit.
With anger and sadness, on. He'll eventually destroy the world like he did before.
A little bit of a shadow to be able to connect them. And I think we definitely need like a whole shadow on his foot.
Look! He's absorbed the Emerald's power. He must be sealed in the Master Emerald now.
How can that help? It won't change how he feels inside, will it? His heart will still remain in turmoil, and his anger just won't vanish. He'll just be trapped forever.
What choice do we have?
Hey, Sonic!
Amy!
Here, take this!
Hey guys, what's up?
Bad.
Chaos only used the negative power of the emeralds. Sonic, you should be able to harness their real power.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think Tails is right about this. Go, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic!
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 Negative forces aren't the only way to empower the Chaos Emeralds. Our positive feelings toward each other can make them work. Our hearts together form awesome power.
Going through now. Give him a little more shadow to everything on this side of the body. And then I'll just turn all that down. A little more subtle. Yeah, I think that'll be good because I'm going to be hiding a lot of this with electricity effects too. We'll see if I need to make more edits to that. Not hot outside for us, it's cold right now for us. I want to take down some of the highlights on Tails and reintroduce more of that color. Bring back in some of the color by painting a mask here.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than what it was before. Last fix. Okay, so there's a few compositional things that I'm not sure that I'm liking still. Kind of want to explore moving Tails around.
Again, this time for the better.
Yeah! Supersonic must have neutralized it, so it's nice again.
Those are the Chow you were protecting.
Does that look wrong? I think it looks wrong. Because of where this is photographed, there's like lens flares way at the top on the turret. So I feel like the turret has to be way up here. Maybe it's be a little bigger.
The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on.
Did we ever decide if there's feet jets that come out of him? I can't remember. What's up, Anthony Sanchez? I kind of liked him when he was smaller. A little lower. Why is he not moving?
All's well that ends well, right? Sonic?
Yeah, they got like him right there. The question is, do I like where Sonic is? I'm gonna group together. Let's see. We should put on some Sonic songs now. I'm not putting on the playlist today because I have the screen up. I don't want to see it keep switching. It'll distract me. Usually it's hidden. Do it otherwise. Oh yeah. Yeah, we just watched SA1 movie. Great idea. Looks like I've already watched that before. Huh. I don't remember doing that. Alright, so let's see if we want to make Sonic bigger. What do you guys think about that size? So here's the new size, here's the old size. New size, old size. What do you think? I'm so tired. You like it better, bigger? Like that?
Intruder alert.
Maybe a different position?
Security breach at gate 3. Intruder has been located in the north quadrant and is moving in the direction of the underground base. All units prepare to engage. Emergency battle formations. Standard battle procedures initiated. Locate and stop the
I wonder
intruder.
if I should place it somewhere else.
This is not
No, it needs, for this composition, he needs to be right here. I just feel like if he's this big, he needs to be further down. Because the further up I put him, it makes Squid look really small. I feel like he kind of needs to be further down if he's bigger. I think that's nice.
So this is the military's
What's up, fandom?
secret weapon. It's a lot
See ya.
smaller than I expected.
Yeah, I think I like that position. I really like this composition here.
Enter password. Password is Maria.
You need to fix the masking on his hands now because he's not against such a bright background. Thank you, fandom. Yeah, we went hiking yesterday to like midday to try to come back at sunset. But then we found a spot that was really good for sunrise. It was like, okay, we'll just get up really early tomorrow.
Are you trying to spoil my plans again? Wait a minute. You're not Sonic. This is impossible.
My name is
Oh yeah, and so I was planning on just shooting Squid. And I was like, and I want to make Squid more interesting. I want people battling him. And I know you never encounter Squid in the game when you play as Tails. Or do you? Well, I guess during the time when you have the Cyclone, I don't think you ever encounter him. And that's the only time you can, so yeah. Yeah, because there's no Squid on that island in that DLC. I don't even think that was DLC, just the expanded game. And so I was like, but they could, you know? They could feasibly go to that island with the Cyclone. That'd be a pretty interesting fight. I wonder how that gameplay would work. But yeah, so that being said, I stayed up late last night painting Cyclone. I still don't have the decals because I need to like print decals. We're gonna Photoshop them in for this shot.
But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a wish?
Bring more Chaos Emeralds.
Oh man, as you can hear me, I am tired.
Control room on the Space Colony Ark.
What was I doing? Oh, I was fixing up his lines.
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes it very powerful.
What the?
Get a load of this.
Calling who a thief?
Get a load of this.
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not?
It's you, Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
What?
My emerald.
And look what you did to my emerald.
Your emerald.
I did that to prevent the
I'm getting all the lines wrong.
Stolen, idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Somebody tell me, are there jets that come out of here? I guess we'll see pretty soon. Do I need to make fire coming out of the feet to make them hover?
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
You're saying yeah to the fire at the bottom, fandom? Cool.
We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured
Save.
on board. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't
The
copy
hedgehog
that.
is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the...
Okay, let's get started on adding the glow to Squid.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog!
That.
Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. Yeah!
I'm bringing in this image of Squid so that I can reference the colors of it so I can give the proper glow. This is going to be one of the most fun parts of this project, is drawing in the glow for these parts. So, I'm going to select this as base color. It's kind of green. I do not like that. Warmer yellow.
I've got to find out just what's going on.
It's going to be kind of imperfect because I don't want that to be green. Select this color. And this will be our glow.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important news
So
flash.
just above the original layers.
At the Federal Reserve Bank today,
Squid
mysteriously, the only thing that was stolen
will be called Squid
According to
Glow.
eyewitnesses at the scene, the suspect was identified as the world-renowned hero, Sonic the Hedgehog. The suspect was seen fleeing the scene, destroying the reserve's guard robots.
Alright, so check this out.
Stay tuned for
Sounds
more
more
details.
like the work of Shadow.
I'm just going to make a circle of the right size. And it's going to be a hard brush. 100%.
Find them before they escape.
What's nice is I actually airbrushed these glows onto it. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Look at that, it disappears.
Shadow, I beg
That's
of
got to
you,
be a bug.
please do
Maria.
it for me. For all
Heck?
the people on that planet.
Something bad is happening. Let's just restart by deleting that layer.
Shadow, the hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised.
Squid glow.
People of this planet
Seems like some kind of display error. Display error is happening. Oh, it's not letting me draw at certain zooms.
This game of tag
Look at that, if I zoom in there.
I'm out of here.
Whoa.
Finally decided to
Something
show
bad
up.
is happening.
Okay.
I think I need to restart Photoshop.
Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
This is Spider Troop Bigfoot. Bigfoot to headquarters. Over.
Yeah, I decided to use her movie hammer. Because all I had was, the hammer that comes with it, or the... What's the bigger hammer that she gets? In Sonic Adventure? I can't remember what it's called.
It all starts with this.
Long hammer, that's right.
Tool containing the ultimate power.
Ooh, it's having trouble saving too. What in the world? Middle Earth? You guys see what's happening when I zoom? Watch this. Kind of shifts when I zoom close enough.
Where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say
Sorry, something weird is happening.
Hedgehog.
Chaos control.
Oh, and look, something bad happened here. This mask is coming over and doing something weird. Yeah, right, fandom? I bet that's why.
Wow, he's fast. Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
My name is Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell.
Shadow, what is he?
Man, this Photoshop file is already 2 gigabytes.
This is Rouge. I've located Eggman's base and will proceed to enter it now. I hate to say it. I guess I'm going to have to find that key first.
Oh look, the cocoa layers look fine now. Yeah, something really strange was happening before.
It's a
It looks like it stopped
space
happening.
transporter. The destination has been set to.
Alright, so let's try this again.
Wasn't that space colony shut down over 50 years ago? What's he doing up there anyway?
Alright, so now I'm going to give it a glow. The same color as in the game. Outer glow. Grab this color.
The central control room that Shadow mentioned before he left.
make the glow be bigger. Oh, it's already pretty big. Oh, I see. It's too big. Wow, I kind of really got the paint colors right. The paint already kind of looks exactly the right color for that. We'll bump it up. We'll make it even crazier.
Not many people know that the Ark contained a top secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created.
Now, I'll go in and this is a really fun part because now I just get to paint these glowing effects onto Squid.
Destroying an entire planet.
I'm just going to make the brush the right size. Just touch it once. Perfect circles.
Large amounts of energy are necessary.
Oh, so that's why we needed the Chaos Emerald.
That's probably too much.
To reactivate the machine,
There's what it starts to look like. Let's edit the glow to be a little less powerful. Keep it at screen and then change the opacity down. It looks kind of nice. Maybe half opacity, maybe full opacity with different size settings. No, I like what I had before.
I've got a great idea. How about making a deal?
A deal?
When you grabbed that huge emerald, you said something about a reaction. A reaction that it may have with the
Paint
master
a little bit
emerald.
more in.
Now, if you could
Whoa,
just
what
find
was
out
that?
later, I may be able to help you. What do you think?
I do. What's in it for me?
I have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be. It may not look like it, but do you know that I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels?
Very well.
Okay then, it's a deal. I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Rouge the Bat, but you can call me...
I think that's visible enough, but still a little subtle, and I can always tone it down globally later. So let's just keep on with this.
Isn't my idea of a vacation. How can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well, believe what you want to believe.
Very well, very well. Let's discuss how we are going to do this. I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the...
A little bit crooked lines, but let's see if it matters in the grand scheme of things. It does not. Look how cool that's gonna look once all these are glowing in the same way. I know that only the eyes and these circles actually have this kind of glow, while all the others are supposed to just be yellow. But honestly, I don't like that. I wish the whole thing glowed. So that's how I did the overspray effect that I did, and I'm gonna do it the same here. Because otherwise, this should have been more painted yellow, the way Squid actually is. I just didn't like that decision that they made in the game, so I'm gonna make this my own by putting glow over all of it.
It's a secret military base that is reinforced.
More glow, let's go.
It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic would destroy the military buildings or rob the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What?
Okay.
Oh,
ready?
that's a cool theory.
On with the show.
Kind of like a Lakitu in Mario 64.
So glad you made it. You're not Sonic. Who are you?
I'm the one who should be asking that.
Dr. Eggman.
Amy, your timing is impeccable. Leave it to me. I'll take care of her. You two, go. Give up, Amy.
Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, so I'm gonna hide Tails real quick because I want to fill all these in with the color. And we want to make sure that if Tails is fully hiding a circle, we still want the glow to happen. Then again, is a glow strictly a camera effect? So if it's not shown, it shouldn't do it? I don't know. Trying to get a little bit more ergonomic positioning here.
Don't you know it's dangerous here?
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic.
Again?
Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again.
Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back.
Don't leave without me! I want to help Sonic too!
Huh? Amy?
Shh. Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time.
I thought I had you this time. Oh, I've
That
moved you back
black
on.
hedgehog came here with
There we go.
Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
Yeah, this game's soundtrack inspired me to make movies.
Did you write
I
that?
probably listened to the soundtrack
Wait for me.
more than I played the game on GameCube. All like the mysterious like background music and stuff. Make really crappy movies as a kid. Do like little visual effects and stuff.
I can't believe I've come this far just to fail.
This is Flying Dog headquarters. Intruder found entering security point. Preparing to attack.
Copy that.
This is Flying Dog headquarters. Taking heavy damage. Close the security hole. It's just not possible. This flying dog can't be destroyed.
Oh, that's right. Sonic was right.
I'm pretty strong, all right.
Ooh, I love how cool that looks. Just the glow is there, but it's also slightly subtle. I don't know how to explain it because it's obviously visible and obvious, but somehow it's still subtle.
I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.
Shoot, troublemaker.
Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you! Faker!
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough
I'll make
to be
you eat
my
those
fake.
words!
Yeah, it totally works together with it.
You can't get away this time. There's only one real Sonic. Bring it on! That hurt.
No time.
That hurts.
You.
I need to stop noodling. I do need to just.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Chaos control!
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Shadow, what do you think it's like on Earth?
The professor said his life's work was dedicated to all of those who live down there. He once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there, I will find the answers.
I will find the answer.
Maria.
Why so melancholy? That was so unexpected, so unlike you, Shadow, to come and rescue me. But your ability to use the chaos control certainly comes in handy.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
Everything is ready to go!
Are you sure? We only have 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you know?
That's more than enough for the demonstration. So let's get the show on the road.
Citizens of Earth,
I've come to make an announcement. Or I've got an announcement. I forget. I don't know the meme as well as I should.
and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Why are you so upset? Well, that was really impressive. You've managed to create complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can do as we choose?
At this rate, the cannon will take too much time to charge up. If you want to unleash its full potential, you'll need all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where in the world have you been?
Something happened?
Our threats fell on deaf ears.
Look at you, throwing a tantrum like a little kid. How totally embarrassing.
Don't forget your end of the bargain, Batgirl. What about that last Chaos Emerald? We had a deal, right? So where is my emerald?
Here you go. I found this.
Why didn't you show me this before? This Station Square saved from a life-threatening missile attack. The city has awarded its famed prize to the boy who saved Station Square. Miles Tails per hour was given the Chaos Emerald as a testament of his heroic deed at a ceremony held at City Hall. This makes things a whole lot easier. Hurry, go back to Earth and find them fast. I want that Chaos Emerald!
Did you get that?
Soon enough. Maria.
This is Rouge reporting. Currently, I have not been able to confirm if Shadow is the ultimate life form or not. I will continue my research on Project Shadow and have a follow-up report very shortly. Just a reminder, don't forget about my jewels.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds.
So I'm getting pretty tired. I might be wrapping it up soon. I had to wake up at 6 to get this shot, y'all.
They have the power to
Or no,
attract
well,
each
I had to
other.
get there by 6.
I can use that to find where Eggman is.
Woke up before that.
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it!
The three of you? That means me too! Hey, wait!
Yeah, exactly, fandom.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this. This is going to be tougher than I thought.
Sheesh. There always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them. Tails, any news yet?
For some reason,
Ooh,
I'm not
that
ready to
glow
see the
looks
six remaining Chaos
slick.
Emeralds. Maybe Eggman
It
took
looks
the
slick,
emeralds
guys.
to space.
Ah.
Outer space? Knuckles!
Hey guys, long time no see. I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where you going?
Move aside, Knuckles!
I managed to find
Yeah, I'm
the
pretty happy with
transcripts
that.
between Eggman and the president in the government
There are
computer.
like little
I'm following
lines
president's limo
on
right
the, like glowing lines on the black parts.
now. If we get into the limo, we can trace the call to find Eggman.
Anything that really matters.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Hey, wait for me, Tails!
Mr. President, reports show
Yeah, I'm getting
that since
tired.
3 hours
Let
ago,
me start making some
turmoil.
glows for these
Our
guys.
financial communities are impacted, and our satellite communications are down. An emergency has been called. Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Spare me the
Let's
details.
air
Exactly just what is it that you want?
this Knuckles glow.
Dr. Eggman.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise,
Otherwise,
your country will cease to exist. You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
what the?
Sonic,
Eggman Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Don't
Oh,
worry,
no.
Mr. President.
What did you
Everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us. Got it, Tails?
I got it! He's transmitting from the space colony.
Yeah, it's gonna take some work to get right to make it show up over all the bright light, so I'm gonna have to
Wait up,
do
Sonic!
some detailed work when I am
Mr.
more
President,
well
we're
rested.
receiving an incoming signal from our
I just
agents.
keep yawning.
I found it, Fox Boy.
Alright, well cool. Thank you everybody for watching. This was a fun little impromptu stream.
You're in that blue plane.
Made good progress on this image, but there's a lot more still to do.
In pursuit.
There's a lot going on here. I do want to figure out a way to make Tails separate from the background more, or from kind of intersecting over the squid and kind of feels a little muddy here. So I'm gonna work on finding a way to make him stand out more in some way. I like his position. I like the composition. Let's see. We've got What we got here today? Maxi Choppus, Oyrad, Super Dark Shadow, Vidala Who Yaps, YBZ, Malamations, Pro Tyler Adventures, oh man, I'm still yawning. Pink GameCube, Freddy and Friends, Fresh Bonbon 2007, Daisy Garcia, Chaotic Spire, Dramatic 24, Ken de Guzman, Anthony Sanchez, who just showed up and made some sad faces. Why are you sad, Anthony? Alex the Pirate Dago. Did I say fandom already? I can't remember if I did. Thank you, Ken. Can we see more photos of Cyclone? Yeah, I'll post them in the server, as well as I remember you asked for photos of Rouge. Bailey, take good photos. Oh, good photos against White, so once she edits those, I'll send them. And then Cyclone's not done yet. And I kind of really took a lot of liberties on the color, but yeah, I'll get some later today. But cool. Have a good rest of your night and a good rest of the last few hours of the weekend.